I know that a person's personality is shaped by the person's
Genes and
and
then
the environment.
environment.
Which one would you say is responsible for this condition?
But for some of, well, it may be difficult to say, to give them marks, so to say, but we know that genetic predisposition is also one of those things that we've got to consider about personality disorder. Sometimes you can say that, in that family, they are ruffians, they are dangerous, they kill people, they injure people easily. That's the way the father was, also the son, and all like that. So that means the genetic traits is high for those kind of disorder in the family. But we should also take note of this, that the environment we find ourselves also play a major role too. In fact, I want to believe that the environment also play a very crucial role, all right, in what an individual will become eventually. You grow up in an environment that does not give you room, to live a decent life, all right. There's that tendency that that individual will go into the odd pattern of behavior. We talk about the antisocial personality, for example. Even if the trait is there, but the environment is full of all these substances. Cannabis is abundant everywhere, okay? Alcohol is easily available. So there's no law, there's nothing to control the behavior of people. Rather, the environment itself is anti-human, so to say. I'm sorry for putting it that way. No recreational facilities for children when they are growing up. All right? No good schools. No morals. The people who look up to, in the environment, people believe that you just grab and go, whatever you can grab and you go. And you are being celebrated. It's terrible.
Abuse?
So, yes, children are being abused, especially the borderline. Studies have shown that people who have borderline personality disorder, most of them would have suffered from childhood abuse, which can be physical, psychological, or sexual. So a lot of them have been brutalized, bruised, hurt when they were much younger, and they grew up in that line.
You've said that husband that is jealous or overtly jealous, it could be a sign that a person's got a paranoid personality. Tell us about the other signs that one can look out for and think that, okay, this person may really have issues with his personality.
When is getting out of what is expected of our culture. Yeah, let's pick one. Paranoid personality disorder. It's normal to have some level of jealousy. Yes, God himself is a jealous God. He says he's a jealous God. So you can be jealous over your husband or your spouse. But when it's becoming persistent, pervasive, beyond one context, it happens here, it happens there, it happens in your place of work, it happens at home. It's persistent. It's an enduring thing, not just once in a while, okay? And eventually it's affecting your ability to function, okay? And it's also causing distress, either for you yourself or for others. Then it's a problem. It's a form of a disorder. It's not an orderly thing again. It's a disorder. Okay? You are being suspicious now. Those things that you are not expected to be suspicious over. Your husband's niece is coming around, and then you are reading a lot of meaning to all this one. Maybe they will drop something here. Maybe they will done this and that. There's nothing to prove that. And your attention is being drawn to it that, look, there's nothing like this. What are you making out of this? You continue in that realm. And people now know that this behavior is odd or eccentric. Or this person is becoming erratic, not just in one domain, but in different aspects of his life. Okay? And this person is being unduly emotional all the time. Okay? It's not stripping naked. It's not going about in tattered clothes, but it's a form of a disorder. So those P's that I talked about, okay, it's pervasive, it's persistent, okay, and it is problematic, 3 Ps. You should watch for that in the lives of people.
Do people with this condition know that they have it?
Sometimes they may not know. An individual, for example, is no longer relating well with people. He's schizoid or schizotyper. Okay, he has withdrawn to himself, withdrawn to his shell. He's not going to work again, or probably you go to work maybe twice in a week. All right? So he or she may not know that this pattern of behavior is problematic, but others can see that, this guy has boxed himself into a corner. He has disengaged himself from people around him. He doesn't pick the calls of his people again, of his friends. All right? His work is suffering. Even if he doesn't know, but we can see that, are we going to continue to look at this person? This individual is going down, is going down.
What medical and social help are there for these people?
Yeah, sometimes it may be difficult for people to diagnose this because oftentimes we just say, that's his behavior, that's his own pattern of doing things. Leave him to himself. In the office, people will be making faces at you and say, don't you know he has started this behavior? Let him be. Let there be peace. So oftentimes, people don't seek for help, you know. So when we see this kind of patterns of behavior that is going on for quite some time and eventually is leading to distress or dysfunction, then we should seek for help for such people.
In helping people with personality disorders, how should people around them do this without creating more problems or more issues out of what is already existing?
We should not react to them based on the way they are portraying themselves, they are exhibiting their behavior. That's the aspect of their loved ones, the social support. If the people who surround them, their loved ones, their family members would also cooperate with us in ensuring that we keep on appealing to these people, encourage them to take their medication, show them love, empathy, not responding to them the way they are behaving. Someone is suspicious to you and does not want to see you. Say, stay in your house, I don't want to see you. I beg, stay on your own. You are only prolonging the disorder in that individual. So we should show empathy, we should show love, we should encourage them, we should support them, we should tolerate their, insults, so to say. Sometimes they will insult you, they will say one thing or the other. We should not be deterred. We should not just fold our hands and allow them to continue to suffer. So we have people having this kind of odd, eccentric, or erratic behavior, or who are too anxious or fearful. We should seek for help on time. Okay? Bring them to see mental health practitioner, either a psychiatrist or a clinical psychologist, or a psychiatric nurse, or a psychiatric social worker. We will be able to do more assessments and do investigations, such as personality assessment, to really know, yes, this is the prevalent personality of this individual or the disorder this person is suffering from. And there are treatments for this. For all these kind of personality disorders, we have treatment for them that eventually we can help such people, okay, to come out of this and live a normal life and contribute their quota to the overall productivity of their society.